Here you go. Try it. No? Good afternoon, allies. So we went to Goldilocks today. Check out this bag. We got so many comments to go check out Goldilocks, and that reminded Leia, there's actually kind of an interesting news story about Goldilocks here in California. I don't know what that is, that's gross. The Leland family is the owners of the Goldilocks chain. There's Northern Lelands and Southern Lelands. Southern California, Northern California, right?
Yeah. The Southern California Lelands live in Cerritos. They've lived here for over 30 years.
Yeah, and like...
Can I have some of that drink?
Oh my goodness, we got a lot of food today too.
Daddy.
So you're gonna have to walk me through some of this, Leia, because
wow, this is good.
I know. That's a calamansi
The
drink.
slush?
Yeah, it's really good.
Calamansi, yeah. This is probably one of the best citrus fruits. You know, there's different citrus fruits in different cultures.
Yeah.
Like Japan has yuzu.
Yeah.
Yuzu's really good. Calamansi, that's a good one.
Okay, so we got a lot of different stuff today that was recommended by you guys. Some I've had, and some we're just comparing. So this is the soup. What was the soup? What are you doing at the table?
Bulalo? Bulalo soup?
Yeah, and the other one, the long name. Ben, you don't put your socks on the table. Put them on the ground. Put them on the ground.
Crispy binagugnan.
Yeah, so we are not pronouncing that correctly at all. And when I started talking to the lady behind the counter, she's like, what? So it's always funny when I order things. I don't do that because I don't want to say it correctly. I don't have enough exposure in my life to how to say it correctly. You want some bread? Because you saw me order it or buy this and now you want some of it? The pandesal?
The pandesal!
I already gave him half of one because we were waiting for the food.
Mother.
There you go. Ben, that's gross. Don't put your foot on the table. Here, eat this bread. Okay. The soup.
I had an ex-boyfriend that used to call me pandesal cheeks.
That's funny. I didn't know we're doing this on the YouTubes.
Whoa, what on the YouTubes?
Bringing up our past love interests. Okay, so we have two broths here. I don't know what... Do you know how these work? What is this? Oh, this is green beans and... Looks like cauliflower? No, it's like a potato and celery. And green beans and... Yeah, I wasn't sure what the dessert actually was that you had ordered, so I said, how many does this, like, feed? And they said, like, 2. And I was like, okay, give me 2 of those then. Okay, can I have a spoon for the soup? All right. Okay. We're gonna try the soup, but I need to say we got Lechon Kawali.
What?
Is it Kawali? I know it's Lechon. Lechon.
What?
What? I know. It's like my favorite. One of my favorites. It's, lots of Asian cultures have their own version of the roast pig. The Vietnamese have it. The Chinese have it.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Filipinos.
Careful. Obviously, Filipinos.
Hawaiians.
Ben. He's going right in. He's hungry today. And of course, we have pancit polobok. Is that correct? Am I pronouncing it right now? Polobok?
Can you?
Polobok?
Polobok. Polobok.
I still...
If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize still. Because it's like, I hear it so many different ways. People pronounce, like when they tell me to correct how I say it, I hear it like there's 3 different recommendations of how to say it.
I don't want to say it the wrong way.
I don't either. Of course you don't. Yes, Ben?
I want this next.
And you want this right now?
Yeah.
Okay, be very careful, please.
It's very hot.
It is very hot.
Yeah.
Did you get a close-up of the polobok?
Yeah, I put it in front of the camera. But I'm going to mix it up, making sure to thoroughly mix before doing another one.
Oh, this soup looks so good.
Because that was the other recommendation.
To mix it better?
Oh, yeah.
Did you put the lemon in?
Oh, yeah. We got the lemon.
Oh, this is such a healthy soup. It's got like all this vegetables in it and beef short rib.
Yeah, it looks like
or beef shank.
Right down your alley.
Shank. The boys are gonna love this.
I know, this is your noodle right here. There you go. Noodle boy. Ben loves noodles. Huge fan of the noodles.
So look at that. Let me see if I can pick this up so I can be seeing closer.
Here you go. Napkin.
Look at that. Doesn't that look good?
Okay, so this P.O Box. The noodles are different. It's much thicker than the Jollibee noodles. You see?
Oh, I like that.
See, I don't. I like the thin noodles. I prefer the thin noodles. I mean, it's still really good. It's fine. It's just the only difference really is that the noodles are much thicker. Mmm. Man. I love that flavor. Also, it didn't seem like there was shrimp in there. Do you see any shrimp? Oh man, what is this?
It definitely smells seafoody.
Okay, so this is the bun. What did you call this? I don't want to say it.
Crispy banagunan.
Banagunan? Banagunan, I think is what the correction was when I had said it, so I need another fork. Looks like more lechon?
Yeah, it's lechon and...
Oh, something else. Something saucy.
It's on eggplant.
Oh! So I'm guessing I'm supposed to mix this up too, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lightly fishy smell.
Did you get a good shot of the food?
I did, but I'm going to show it again once I mix it up a bit. So I'm not the biggest fan of eggplant.
Okay.
So if this is a taste sensation of eggplant. Here, let me put it down so you get a good.
Look at that.
Let me get a good spoonful here, or forkful.
This P.O Box is better flavored than the Jollibee one. It's...
There's no shrimp. Or the little scrimps. There's no
What
shrimp
is
in there.
this square thing? Try this square thing.
That's, I think, a piece of egg. I think the egg got broken up when I mixed
This
it.
is not a piece of egg. It's a little sour. It actually reminds me a little bit of fermented tofu.
Yeah. That's what it reminds me of. But it's light. It's light, like very light in comparison to how like the fermented tofu is.
I don't know, that's really good.
I broke a noodle. I broke a noodle.
Oh no.
That's
Super
This is
into
really
that.
This is really good.
That's okay.
Who knew that all you had to do was toss things I don't like?
Wait a minute. What's this?
I bought that.
Oh, okay.
And then in there is Ben's treat.
Oh,
Wow.
Can you,
What's wrong? Use your napkin.
oh,
Okay, so
try this soup, Ben.
slightly. I don't know that that's mango. Then is it mango?
It is mango.
It's slightly sour though. Like
Yeah.
it might be underripened.
Dad,
The eggplant brings like almost a.
You want some rice?
It almost gives it kind of like a gourd taste, like almost like a pumpkin mixed with the mango, the tomato, and the pork. Cover your mouth, buddy.
Are you okay?
I apologize. We're coming off of a cold. We give once one person gets the cold, we all get it. It's pretty much like what having kids is all about. Wow. This is good. It is like,
this is okay if I break it.
man. Here, try this.
So
That is really good.
you eat no sugar, no grains.
I try to avoid eating sugars and grains.
Except for during the mukbangs.
Except for the mukbang. So I'm always treating myself when we do these. So you must appreciate when I'm eating this. I'm like really excited to do it.
But you have eaten this dish, which I think is probably amazing with rice.
Oh, that dish? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be perfect on rice.
Nothing's the right thing.
The best eggplant.
Seriously, that's really good eggplant.
I also like tortang talong. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
That's the fry or the egg, right?
Yeah.
The one where it's like flat eggplant that's battered and then cooked.
Yeah.
It's very good. We also like that. I fully acknowledge that I was just eating it straight out of the container, and the reason for that is because I eat no sugar, no grains. Largely during my week, I don't have rice or breads or sugar. So that is the preferred, that would be the preferred way of eating it. It has to be on rice. It's got to be so good. So good with the rice. Is it okay if I have some of the soup? You like the soup, Ben? It looks like you do.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Blow it.
Can I blow the soup?
What?
Don't. Careful, buddy. Don't pick it up.
Something's in it.
Yeah, soup is in it. Don't pick it up.
So there's this this red
Oh.
thing on top of it. It's like red flakes.
Uh-huh.
What?
That meat is so tender.
Mommy.
So tender.
Daddy, can
Is this
you
like a
blow
shank?
it?
You can blow it. So,
So I read on Yelp that people complained about how small the lechon pieces were in this dish.
uh-huh.
And I also want to know what this is. So, see, there are these little speckled pink things that are like just little flavor bombs. I don't know.
I want to try
It tastes like pork,
Uh-huh.
but marinated in like a chassis kind of marinade.
Mm-hmm.
And then here are the pieces of lechon. So people were complaining about that, but I think it's good. I like the
Oh, that the
ratio.
lechon was too small? The
Yeah.
pieces were too small to the ratio?
Yeah.
Daddy.
That's good. That's really good. This would be a good, if you were like
It's
sick.
too hot. It's too hot.
The carrots are a little hard.
I want you to blow
I like carrots a
it.
little softer when we have soup.
Will you blow
I
his
want-
soup a little bit, please?
What do you want me to do?
Blow it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so maybe you should explain the whole Leland thing.
Oh,
Because I think you're... In the meantime, I am going to take my first piece of lechon here. Right
you were
in
so
the dip.
patient.
I know.
I don't like the green thing in my rice.
That's Napa cabbage. This soup is so soothing.
Oh man, that skin. I mean, that's why you get lechon, right? That's why that skin.
There's usually a dipping sauce for
There's-
oh, okay. There's usually a dipping sauce for everything, I guess.
Oh my goodness. So, the Chinese roast pig is not as crunchy, I think, as the lechon. And the sauce is different. They're both still great. It's just funny noticing the differences, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like the sauce, though.
It's okay
'Cause
if
it,
you
like-
break it.
It reminds me of, like... This, to me, reminds me of, like, American pork chops and applesauce.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the sauce has a little similar kind of apple-y taste.
So, Lechon Kawali,
Mm-hmm.
which I know I'm not saying that right.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's fried twice. Which, crunchy, right? Because you fry it once, it gets
Super
crunchy, and then you fry it again, it gets super crispy.
There's a really good piece right here. I'll save that for you. 'Cause I'm jacking some skin out here.
This soup is so soothing and it's so healthy. I remember somebody saying something about in the comments of one of the videos about
Hold on.
how
What's going on?
greasy Filipino
don't-
food
don't-
is.
Don't do that. Use your spoon, please.
And I don't really feel like
There you go.
everything's greasy. Like this is fresh. It's got lots of vegetables, great
hot.
like great broth flavor.
It's hot.
Okay. Go ahead. Wow. With that said, lechon is kind of greasy.
Well, it's pork
It's
belly.
pork,
What are you gonna
right. It's pork. But mixed up with the vegetables, it's like the perfect little medley.
do? Can I try some lechon, please?
Oh, are you ready for this? Oh,
I'm not sure.
That's good. Really good. Let me go back to Polo Box here. Polo Box. Polo Box. Right? Polo. It's with the hard O. L-O. Polo Box. Polo Box. Right there. Sorry.
Wow.
So crunchy, right?
There's a place in Cerritos called Kiko's, and it's just a little shack. And mainly what they do is lechon. They
Right.
do the catering, but you can go buy a plate, and it is the best.
Wow. Yeah, no. I think I like Jollibee more than this.
Rabbit friend said Thai.
In Southern California, the Leland family split off from the main Goldilocks company
Uh-huh.
to create Leland Bakery to kind of modernize Filipino food.
The Southern California Lelands, right?
Right. So they went to the San Francisco or Northern California Lelands, who I guess that's where the Northern America corporation for Goldilocks is controlled, and got permission to do this new concept. They rebranded all of the Southern California Goldilocks into Leland Bakery.
Right. Which we have a Leland Bakery. So we'll probably be going there next.
Right, because I'm interested to see how the food was different.
Right.
Because one of the Lelands decided after everything had been changed over to Leland Bakery, they still wanted a Goldilocks. So they opened another Goldilocks to kind of mixed reviews.
Right. This is like one of the best ways to eat lechon.
This is pretty phenomenal.
Oh no, I know. That's great. It's great. Great, great. But it's a wonderful little flavor medley.
I was skeptical about the mango.
Yeah. I'm always skeptical of the eggplant, but
Well, I don't
it's
normally
really
like
sneaking eggplant into my diet right now.
I don't really like fruit in savory dishes,
Yeah.
but that is really good flavor.
I know.
And they call those mangoes, you know, the yellow
What
skin
is
mangoes, those are Filipino mangoes.
Oh no.
You wanna try some? Ben? You want a bite?
No thanks.
So dishes like this make me really believe that there's no way restaurants are competing with home cooked Filipino food.
Oh, that soup?
Yeah. Because it's like in Vietnamese and Chinese food, the best dishes are actually made in your home. And then like when you go out for Chinese food, the dish exists, it's probably pretty good, but it just doesn't compare to how your mom makes it.
Right. Well, I'm like reminded of that, everybody talks about in Vietnam, the soup lady. Same kind of idea, right? But she's like using her home cooking skills, making this soup, and then she sells it the next day until she runs out. She's not like a
Right,
restaurant.
they specialize in one thing. But I'm saying that
Ben, what are you doing? Wash your-
this soup, which is the
Wipe your hand. You're getting gross.
lalo, which is this beef shank, and then the Napa cabbage, and the green beans, carrots, and potatoes. This is like a homegrown dish. It's like a mom had a bunch of vegetables in her fridge and was like, what am I gonna cook? I'm gonna throw some vegetables in with this delicious beef shank to make this wonderful broth so that my children will eat vegetables. You know?
Is calamansi kumquat. They taste similar though, don't they? Little bit.
Calamansi is better than kumquat.
But it's got that bitter kind of taste to it. That bitter citrus.
Yeah. It's got a pithy taste to it. The flavor of the citrus pith. But it's much more, that pith is much more bitter in kumquat.
Oh, okay.
This is so soothing. This reminds me of soups that my mom makes.
Oh, really? So, one thing where we get confusion on the videos, many of you have asked, is Leia Filipino? She is not. She is Chinese.
I was born in the Philippines, though.
I know. So, Leia's family was in Vietnam, and during the Vietnam War, they fled Vietnam, landed in Malaysia, spent some time there, and then ended up in the Philippines in a refugee camp. In that camp, what's up? God, why do you keep doing that? Give me your hand. In that camp, that's where Leia was born. And they didn't spend a lot of time in there after Leia was born. But,
Enough time for me to have a pet monkey.
right. And so when the comments are, her English is very good, etc., that's because she really didn't spend a ton of time, cover your mouth, but I didn't spend a ton of time in the Philippines. Or China or Vietnam, for that matter. So there you go. Now you know the background.
I do get mistaken for Filipino a lot.
All the time. Because she's more tan than a Chinese person normally is.
But my brother, too. My brother gets mistaken for, but he's not as tan as I am.
He just eats a lot, though. He does a Filipino lead. That's what we always called it in Southern California. That's where you eat half of the meal with one side, and then you switch the other side to get more food.
I think it's because my brother was in the YouTube music scene and really got to know a lot of Filipino musicians. Because, so naturally, he should also be Filipino. Oh, his girlfriend's Filipino, so I guess that makes sense.
There you go.
Or Filipina, excuse me.
Okay. This Goldilocks, way better than Chowking in my mind. I know the dishes were different.
Goldilocks is like fast casual, though, right? Like
No, it's like sit down. Like there's a lot of seating.
Oh, so it's a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah.
So it's gonna knock the socks off of a fast food restaurant.
With that said, I like the P O Box more from Jollibee. With the noodles and the shrimp.
Should we try Leland next, just to go head to head with the exact same dishes? I don't even know if they have the exact same dishes, but
Yes, I like this idea.
because I'm kind of hesitant to go back to the Filipino fast food with how extraordinarily good the restaurants are.
Yeah. I mean, you'll have to tell us in the chat. But Leia and I have been talking about where we should go eat.
Because actually, I really have to thank everyone in the comments, because I don't know that I would have felt as comfortable navigating what to order
Yes.
without all of the comments.
I know. Don't do that. Don't do that. You just
I
go-
mean-
No.
We have a lot of Filipino friends in our community,
Right.
but it seems like when we go out to eat, nobody ever offers to go eat Filipino food.
Right. That's true. I forgot. So, what we were saying was that as much as we like Jollibee and Chowking, and I haven't had a Red Ribbon yet, they're all owned by the Jollibee company, which is fine. We don't have any major issue with that, but we want to make sure that we're trying a vast swath of
Right.
Filipino foods. If there's a lot of chains, we want to try different chains, just not all the same chains from Jollibee. So, that's kind of what we were thinking.
Oh, ask the question. Oh, Pinoy Pinay is a chain.
Pinoy Pinay, yeah. Is Jeepney a chain?
A jeepney doesn't exist in Cerritos anymore.
Oh, that's right. There's something else now. It's like a Vietnamese place.
Yeah.
The DJ Bibican.
Bibiganat.
Is it Bibi Kahan?
Bibiganat. It's really long.
It's a really long. It's a Bibi Kahan something. Bibin. No, I think it's Bibin Kahan. Anyway, apologies there if I'm saying it wrong.
Daddy.
But then there are a bunch of fusion restaurants that are open with the new generation of Filipino chefs. Like we've got an LA Brisket, which
Yes.
is a Filipino-run smokehouse.
Barbecue, like American style barbecue, but a Filipino ran and owned.
There's a bunch of food trucks like White Rabbit, which they do the sisig burrito.
Yeah, so sisig. I will eat sisig because what was it? Jerry's Grill. Jerry's Grill
we have
was
Jerry's
ranked
Grill.
one of like the best restaurants in the LA area for Filipino food, and their specialty is the blazing flamin' sisig, which huge fan. I like sisig more than lechon.
I don't understand what. If you want to do this.
If you can talk, you can eat. That's what Grammy always said.
Hi. Hi. Don't do this. If you do this, that will be.
Yeah.
Choose Ben.
So Ben, how did you like the pandesal?
What do you think?
Good. This is good.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
Have a cake. This and that and this.
You still haven't had balut.
I know.
I don't like fruit.
I have not ever had balut.
I don't want the
Mm. And I asked one of my friend's moms what the best Filipino restaurant
I want
in Cerritos was, and she said to go to American Ranch and Seafood Market, which is
Okay, hold on.
what do they call it? It's a to-go like a cafeteria style.
Like, took a drink?
that one.
What is that one?
It's like
So we're definitely gonna go back to Goldilocks or some other dishes, and you can get halo halo that time.
what is orange? There's all two colors.
But that is supposed to be very good at
Daddy.
Goldilocks.
So,
Daddy.
do we have to mix this one up too? I'm assuming.
Daddy.
Sure,
No,
you're gonna
right? I
show
don't
what
think
it
it'll
looks like
do
from the
anything.
outside.
Daddy, I want my. I want.
Oh, you want your other special treat?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
You should try the chicharron before you.
Yeah, look at this. They have this on the shelf, and I'm a big fan. We call them pork rinds, but chicharrones or chicharrones from. We have a very large Mexican influence, obviously. Ben also got some macarons or macaroons. Sorry, macaroons. Okay, so
I want my yellow cake.
this one.
No, I want my yellow cake.
It's just this or this. That's it. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down on your butt.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Here you go.
What's that one?
That's what you picked out. So normally when we eat these
What do you
like
call
Mexican
that?
style, they have a little bit of fat still attached, which this does.
Daddy.
A macaroon.
Oh.
They still have fat attached to it, so that's very much like our Mexican style. But we usually get them like really spicy. They're dusted in spices.
The macaron.
It has to be phenomenal, right?
Really good.
I get that box.
Not spicy at all. But it's like little pieces of the lechon skin, just cooked up to the point that there's like no fat. Well, no grease. And you're left with a nice little. Yeah, sure, you know one. Mmm.
What is that? What is this?
Chicharron.
It's like.
Okay, what is this thing now?
It's
Ooh,
it's taho,
taho.
but
This reminds me of that Chinese tofu dessert you'd always get.
I think that's what it is.
It is, right? With like tapioca ball.
Those are really good chicharrones.
This reminds me of when Leah and I were still dating. That's really good. Here, Ben.
These are really good. I think it's because these must be more fresh.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking we dip a little bit of that after death.
Oh, that's not done. Ben is gonna have pandesal in his lunch for like a week. Did you try any of it?
Wow, that's good. I like that. Totally reminds me of the
I
The Chinese
do not
tofu.
like that. I do not
But sweeter.
Like that.
Oh yeah, a lot sweeter.
I don't like that.
You don't like what? The macaroon? Your treat?
It's very sweet.
It's kind of sweet.
You don't like things that are too sweet, darling?
It's coconut. I love macaroons. I love macaroons. These remind me of like macaroons we get here.
Oh, it's honey boba.
Oh, that's what it is. That makes sense.
Oh my gosh, this
boba.
is delicious. And it's warm. This is a perfect dessert for a cold day.
Honey boba.
I know. It's quite good.
Hollow hollow for the summer.
Yeah.
The hoe for
And the
the
tahoe.
winter.
So one of the other videos I did not too long ago was I went to Buffalo Wild Wings and they have this challenge. Careful, no more spilling, okay? No more spilling on the mukbangs. They have this challenge where if you could eat 12 of their hottest wings in under 6 minutes, 6 minutes, you get a T-shirt. And I did it. So I'll post the link somewhere around here, and you can go check that out. But we really like spicy food. We eat a lot of spicy food. So a lot of the times when we're looking at Filipino food, we're kind of like, where's the spicy stuff? How do we make
How
it
do
more
we
spicy?
put spice? I'm actually eating a Thai chili pepper with the
She has a raw Thai chili pepper that she's eating with the food right now.
Daddy,
And they call this in Vietnam.
Daddy, that's spicy.
It's very spicy.
Daddy,
It's
Daddy,
good.
Daddy, like this.
Oh my gosh.
The only problem with the Thai chili has it gives you the vapors. Like the vapors start coming off of it. You gotta eat it with food. I just ate it straight. Now I need something to eat.
So this tahoe is like, it's very much like the Chinese dish.
Right. There it is.
Like the tofu is perfectly silky.
Yep. The boba's great.
But I imagine this has to be like way healthier of a dessert than halo halo, right?
I don't know.
Because beans in the halo halo.
Well, it's ice.
Oh, it's true.
It's just a little bit of ice. Okay. A little bit of ice cream, a little bit of flan, ice, and beans. That's like syrup.
But you know what? I mean, it doesn't compare to flan, but the texture is kind of like flan.
Flan's so good. Oh, flan's so good. Okay. All right.
Well, you got 2 of these, huh?
I didn't realize what the dessert was. I didn't know what the dessert was. I know what halo halo is. I didn't know what tahoe is. I've never had it.
Oh.
So when I ordered it, I asked like, how much is that like for one person, 2 people? And they said 1 is 2 people. And I said, okay, so give me 2. I didn't realize.
1 is 2 people. And so you were like, let's feed 4.
Right. I like leftovers. Okay, hold on. Well, guys, I think that'll do it. That was a delightful mukbang. It was okay. Stop! You're on my lap. This is probably the best so far. The best Filipino food for sure.
And
Aside from the fried chicken, which I mean, yeah, that is Filipino food. But I feel like this is more traditional. Does that make sense? Like the dishes are a bit older than the fried chicken. Is that right? Would that be a true statement?
Fall down.
Well, I know that the lechon is classic dish.
Mm-hmm. And the spice or the crunchy lechon with the eggplant.
I don't know if this is a fusion dish. Like, I don't know if this is a new development or people will have to tell us.
Then don't.
The crispy binagungan. Yeah. Okay.
We're just gonna keep butchering it for you guys. Yeah,
But
I know
hey.
because you keep messing with it. You just stop
Show
moving.
pow.
Show pow. Show pow.
Chupa.
Show pow. All right, guys, that'll do it. Post comments below. We asked a ton of questions, so hopefully you'll be able to hit them all up in the comments below.
And
Did you have
thank
fun?
you so much for being our
you have fun?
educators in this journey through Filipino food.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.